Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I am on Phixion's account. So Phixion is one of the guys who does a lot of work on my website. He's been editing videos for me. He's been doing all sorts of stuff, thumbnails, all sorts of stuff for the last 6 months or so. And now we're working together on the website. So as a bit of a Brucey bonus, I'm going into his account right now and we're going to build his Sir Nick that he just got from the Champion Chase tournament. So I was going to say he was lucky enough to win Sir Nick. But after seeing some of the stuff that people had gone through to try and get this guy, I mean, Phixion was one of the luckier ones. He had to get 40,000, when he only had to get 22,000 to win his group. He ended up doing 40,000. I've seen the Saffron Man, he did over 100,000 and still came second, which is brutal, absolutely brutal. So I did actually feedback to Player if people hit 50,000, please give everyone who hit that many a Sir Nick, because it's such a huge investment to end up with a Jingle Hunter. But anyway, Phixion redeemed a champion regear on my stream, Hell Hades TV. We do the regears all the time. People can come and redeem this type of stuff. Phixion redeemed one, so I was like, bam, let's do Sir Nick. Let's do it out as a bit of a guide for anyone who's just got him as a new champion. So let's have a look at him first. There he is, already leveled, literally a couple of hours, 5 hours or so after Fix got him. Already got his Masteries farmed. He did farm them, didn't buy them, which I always encourage people to do. So let's have a look at Sir Nick. I do have a full guide on him already. This is going to be more like a how to build for different bits of content. So we've got an A1, really important to read this part, cannot be resisted. So he's got a freeze opportunity, 50% chance to land. It can't be resisted. It's really important because it means he's one of the few champions that land a debuff that doesn't need accuracy, which means you can pump stats elsewhere. It's really important. He's then got an A2, which is an AoE hit, and it places a shield. So it places a shield for 2 turns, very much like the Miscreated Monster shield, but this hits super hard. So you'll get a shield for 30% of the damage that you do, goes on for 2 turns. He's actually a little bit worse than Miscreated Monster for Doom Tower Scarab Boss, because Miscreated Monster will put the shield on for 3 turns and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. So Nick goes on for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown if you book it. And then we've got his A3, which is an unkillable buff. 6-turn cooldown, books up to 4. So he's got unkillable, he's got heal from this. The main thing about him is this massive AoE hit shield, and he's got a big hit swing on his A1 as well. So we're going to build him out to do as much damage as possible whilst having good survivability. He's got great speed, he's got good defense, and he's got huge HP, and all of his hits are based on HP. So he's one of the hardest hitting, if not the hardest hitting HP champion in the game. Mountain King is kind of up there, but Mountain King's all single target. So those two are the kind of the ones to look out for. So we're going to build him right now. I'll show you the build, and then we're going to get him to Doom Tower and start slamming some waves. Okay, guys, let's start with the jewelry. We've done an HP ring. His damage is all from HP. If you put attack into his kit, it does 0, nothing at all. HP is where all his damage comes from. Defense will help keep him alive. So defense and HP together are perfect. We've got both of those on this ring, and we've also got them glyphed. We've got damage on the amulet, so crit damage, and I was looking for more HP and more defense here. And then we've got HP on the banner. We don't need accuracy. So really what I was looking for was HP with a speed substat roll, and we've also got a bit of defense in the mix. So before we put any other items on him, he's already got 44k health, and he's already got 98% crit damage. He's already actually going to swing and do a decent hit before we put anything on him at all. What I'm going to do next is actually build out his Masteries. So let's get that done, and then we'll put the rest of his gear on. So if we were to look at Sir Nick on the website, hellhades.com, we've got a champion page for every champion. Firstly, I think he rocks just about anywhere. That's one thing. And I also think he's really worth the books. There is something to say if you don't want to run, if you want him to run in an unkillable team, then he's much better if you do not book the cooldown on his shield, because he does prioritize that. But otherwise, I think he's kind of good value for books. But yeah, in terms of Masteries then, I've got 2 different builds here, and a lot depends on where you are in the game and the way you want to go with it. I actually prefer, even for PvE, to use this kind of extra defense, chance to counterattack type of build. But the secondary build I've got here does enhance your shield potential, and you've also got a chance to kind of to reduce the cooldown of that shield hit. So you can do either one. It doesn't really matter. I think Lifesteal is more like an early game stat build, but other than that, Savage is absolutely the best way to go on him. Savage and Immortal together are good. Savage and Speed together are good. But this kind of gives you a feel for what could happen, but you do need to kind of understand what you're doing with the champion to make the decisions around builds. So I'm going to go with, let's just move myself out of the way for a second. So I'm going to go with crit rate into crit damage. I'm going to go for more damage when I'm attacking with full health. We're going to go for defense, secondary tree, reduce damage when we take a hit, and then basically come down here. Maybe I should have done this one actually. Increase the amount of shield that you cast on yourself. Could have done that one. I still think I prefer this one, Blast Proof, to reduce the damage that I take. But then I like this Retribution counterattack. I also kind of like Cycle of Revenge. So because he's mainly going to be in PvP and in PvP content where you might take a bit of a hit, 50% chance to gain turn meter when an ally is hit with a crit. So that's actually quite a lot of turn meter to gain just from one of your team taking a hit. If multiple people get it, you only get 1 turn meter increase. But I actually kind of like it. So this feels like a good defensive tree. I like to get across to Ruthless Ambush to do a big hit there. It's nice to get Cycle of Violence because he's going to hit a lot of enemies hard. So there's a really good chance you're going to proc the 30% reduced cooldown. Now, Stoke to Fury is nice if you're going to be running Gurptuck teams. Blood Shield's kind of nice if you think you're going to go out and crack people and kill people. Get yourself a shield based on your HP, which is actually huge. Huge shield pool. And Kill Streak is also good to just increase your damage. So there's a lot of good options here. Wrath of the Slain is also kind of okay. Opportunist, well, there's a good chance that you're going to be attacking people that are frozen because he freezes himself. So an extra 12% damage there. I like to take that one. But again, there's like plenty of options around what you're going to do depending on your team comps. But I think we'll go Kill Streak, and then I think always take Helm Smasher as your kind of final one if you're running him for a damage build. I think it's easily the best mastery for him. So let's move me back. That's my masteries done, and it just sets me up now to do my gear. So my priorities here are high crit rate, high crit damage, high HP, and enough speed to get me going. And for that, I'm kind of looking at about 200 speed, and then everything else is damage, damage, more damage. Okay, guys, so if you remember, my priorities were 100% crit rate, high HP, high speed, around 200 or so, and then as much crit damage as I could get. So we've got Savage Gear on. That was really important to me. Savage Gear is going to make me hit tons harder, ignoring the enemy's defense. And then for the 2 other pieces, I had to go just offsets because I wanted as good a pieces as I could get, but I really wanted to hit that 100% crit rate. So I actually rolled this piece up and got a triple roll crit rate on this immunity piece. Absolutely godlike piece of gear now. So we ended up with 68k health. We've got 2.1k defense, which is kind of nice for keeping us alive. It's a little bit low, but I think it's fine with that much health. 206 speed, 101 crit rate, and 198 crit damage. Pretty good considering, Phixion's not got crazy gear. So this is a pretty nice build. We've got crit damage on the gloves with crit rate on them. We've got HP percentage on the chest with crit damage and speed. We've got speed boots with crit rates. And then I was just looking to fill up that crit rate, fill up the speed, and get some HP in the mix if I could as well. So you can see here, we've kind of done that across all the pieces. So that's him good to go. We're going to get trying him out and see what he can do. So one thing I'm not going to allow is for him to sit there with 8 void shards on a double void weekend. Let's see what he's going to get. Please let him get some luck. Otherwise, he's not going to be happy with me for this. Bellower's actually kind of good, but I think he's got a Bellower. Come on, give us some gold here. Give us some gold. Let me hand it back with something worthwhile. To get a double Sonic would actually be kind of brutal after he's just ground out a load of Sonic points. Come on. 5 more. 5 more. I thought it was gold then. We've got the new champion, Panthera. I've actually just pulled her on my account as well. We are going to be doing viewer shards. Viewer shards on Saturday. If you guys are interested. Another cold heart. Come on, 3 more. Let's have some gold, please. Please, or he's going to be upset. Ooh, I don't know if he's got 2 man-eaters, actually. He might have. That's pretty big. That could be big. No, we don't need your Malblanche. 1 more. Oh no, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble. Right, let's get back to doing the Sonic. So we're going to throw him into this team first, into a Dragon run. Normally, Fix runs like double Royal Guard, but I'm thinking bring in the Sonic Slams alongside this other team of Legendaries and see what he can do. We're going to want to get the increased crit rate up from Amashald, decreased defense. Oh, there he goes, 59k across the board with the decreased defense and weaken out pretty much everywhere. We didn't have the bad L poison out yet, so it did kind of hurt our damage a little bit. It's a shame, really, that Sonic decides to put out that unkillable at that stage, but I guess we're just going to cycle back round to the good stuff anytime soon. 81k A1, pretty nice. There is some poison out now, so here it comes, 80k across the board. That's why people love him. And look at the juicy shields we've got on everyone. Pretty much insane. Slam, dunk, 80k in your face. And this is going to end up being pretty fast run, actually. We've got 2 poisoners here that are going to help us get through the... Or 3, actually, including Timer. Help us get through the Dragon. Nice 80-odd-k hits as well from Sir Nick. Throws out a bit of a shield for us as well. It's weaker here because we're only hitting 1 enemy. And it's based on the amount of damage he actually does. But we're going to end up being, I don't know, maybe like 1 minute 15 or something. Depends on how quickly this Dragon gets another turn. Another 70-odd-k hit. And this isn't really even his spot. Like, this is not bad. He's done 1.4 mil damage. Easily the most damage in the team. Even though it's not really a good spot for him. So, pretty juicy. We may as well see him in a keep, because this is the sort of place where he absolutely rocks. Looks like he was in there anyway. See what he can do here. I'm not sure how fast these Royal Guards are, but I think we just slam next. Yeah. Boo! Sit down, level 15s. Sit down, fellas. We get the reset there from Kaimar, so bang, down they go again. And you may as well just focus on the main boss, because literally what is he going to do? Get the nice hit out. Does get an increased defense up. Kaimar should clear that if he's got the ability up still. No, he doesn't. And then we just finish off the boss. So things like keeps, anything like that, Sonic is just kind of broken good for. Really good. And I guess the main event then, Spider. This is what most people are using for. I think he's running this as like a speed comp anyway. Where I think he works best is if you do an HP burn comp. Or even this type of comp, but you don't have like a Kaimar reset, so you kind of want to get back to your Royal Guard slams as soon as you could. Something like this. The main watch out is who's going to take your damage. And do we have any turn meter? So maybe we would actually do something a bit more like this. If you could. Obviously, if you had like an HP burn champ, you'd bring them in as well. But this is kind of where I see Sir Nick really strengthening a team. You know, people that build Sir Nick will look at this and be like, yes, this is what I want to do. So slam dunk. Look at the size of these shields. Look at the size of that. Who is dying today? Literally, like, you can attack anyone, Spiderlings. You're getting no kills today. That is incredible. Look at that. It's basically the whole health bar of additional shield. And then at this stage, it's then just a case of wait for your damage. 1.6 mil there. Nice. From the Cold Heart. She's actually worn for her shield, which is a bit silly. Not what you wanted to do. Hopefully we get another one now. Is it ready? No, we've got another turn, so she's probably actually dead. He might be dead as well. This is where you need Seal to come in and revive. Well done, Seal. There's the big shield again. And the difference, look at the difference when he's got a shield up. He's like, I am shrugging this off. Absolutely crazy. Nice 1.6 mil there. And this is the type of thing you can do when you've got that Sir Nick. Just completely change the team up, because normally these guys would all be dead. They would absolutely be dead at this point because these spiderlings hurt so much. But that shield is just so huge. He's going to feel like rubbish now. He's just run off that shield. It's why if you can book down that A2, depending on where you're using your Sir Nick, booking down the A2 is actually really strong. So it just gets that shield back a turn quicker. But all we're waiting for now is the next kind of big hit from either Royal Guard or Cold Heart. Hopefully before Spidey gets his turn. Don't know if we've got one due. There it is. Bam. Job done. So although it's long, and it's long compared to what Fix would normally be doing, this is still what a lot of people would use him for. This is kind of bringing you to that next level of champion, and he's super cool for it. So there he is in Spider. Now the reason that Fix wanted him built was actually for his Doom Tower. So he said, can you help me get through some of the Doom Tower content? He's fighting on normal at the moment. He's finished normal. But on hard, he's kind of struggling to get through the waves. And Sir Nick is a beast for beating these waves up. Okay, guys, here we go. This is what we built him for. This is as tough as it gets right now. So we're going to go in big old hit, drop defense and weaken. Didn't land the weaken on one. I think I'm just going to go more buffs. And then Seer can rip those buffs off. I don't want to wake everyone up here, so I'm just going to wake one up. Not one of the Scar Torses, because they will kill us. And perhaps just get some poisons out, hopefully. Got one out. Make sure these Scar Torses don't get a turn, because they're actually the problem here. Weak hit there, so we should slam him down. Hopefully we can get a couple of extra turns here on the Seer. Get our abilities back for the next wave. Drop turn meter here. Killed one more, that's good. Going to try and kill the one who's lowest. Popper for another one, good. Try and get a freeze out here. Got it. And then at this stage, we're just A1 in. So we're A1 in. We're going to try and get our main abilities back for the start of the next wave. You see here, like, you've got Series in there for damage, and you've got Sir Nick is doing a lot of our damage. Bam! Freeze again. Nice. Look how many of our team are feared right now. Absolutely nuts. This is what Madame can do to you. Finish her off. I think she's probably dead with those poisons. Get that freeze off again. And there we go. Wave 2. We're going to start the same way. I want to hold some abilities for the third wave. If I just kill these, then we're going to be in trouble. But we didn't get a decreased defense here, so I actually think she will probably live anyway. So we didn't kill anyone. That's good. That's actually good. So again, what I'm going to do is wake one up. Just try and kill the one. The one is going to do the least amount of trouble to me. Oh, still hurts though. Still hurts. Scar Tortoise I cannot let go because he will heal them a lot. Try and kill him. Oh yes, Sonic. Good job. Good job. She's down as well. Let's try and stun. 1 stun, 2 decreased speeds. This is my problem over here. She could kill me. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, it's nasty. I think we'll try and kill her. Not quite. Get some resets. Get some shields. I'm going to keep some of these abilities back for the third wave. I do need to get back to my Seer cleanup, otherwise I'm in trouble. I think I've got it. So it's actually kind of cool she's done that ability. So it does no damage to me. Just gives me a bit more time to get my hits off. But look how low I am. You know, Sir Nick is actually kind of game-changing here for Phixion's account because he's doing a load of the work. Load of the work. So onto that final wave then, and we're going to go bam, drop defense and weaken everywhere. That's good. Double buff this time. Rip buffs. Whew. Now this dude is awake. I've got to drop turn meter of everyone because this dude will revive everyone's health to full and give them turn meter. So let's see if we can just kill one off as quick as we can. Poisons. Bam. Big slam, Sir Nick. Bam! Whew. It is rocket hard up here. Sir Nick's going to make a big difference to Phixion's account. I'm pleased about that. That's been tough. That's like the fourth time I've tried it with different comps. So rest assured, it is tough in the Doom Tower, guys. So look, if you've got yourself a new Sir Nick, congratulations. He's actually a massive, massive champion for any account. Hope you enjoy him. And I'll catch you in another video soon. I've been Hell Hades. See you later.